Hello, Pisces. This is your love and relationships reading for November 2017. I'll shuffle for just a few more seconds. Okay. The first card is a Five of Cups. The next card is the Emperor. This is Eight of Pentacles. This is the Chariot. This is the Wheel of the Year, or sometimes it's called the Wheel of Fortune in the traditional Rider-Waite. This is the Three of Pentacles. This is a Ten of Pentacles reversed. I have a Six of Cups reversed. And then a Seven of Cups. So there's quite a bit of water in here, Pisces. 5, 6, and 7, actually. 5, 6, 7. Lots of reflection. And I want to focus on these cups first, because I feel as if, just from my first impression, the first few seconds of looking at this spread, this seems to be about you going through emotional shifts and emotional changes, especially with this Wheel of the Year here in the center. A major arcana card. That means a change in luck. But it also means changes in life that you cannot help. It's just life. Things change whether you want them to or not. And you have quite a few pentacles in here as well, with Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and then a Ten of Pentacles. So water and earth, actually. Outside of your three major arcana, the Emperor, the Wheel of the Year, and the Chariot, all you have is Cups and Pentacles, water and earth. And that's really a good combination. I don't see any wands or swords. So I kind of find that pretty interesting. I don't know why your reading is turning out that way between, water and earth, but they do nurture each other. And pentacles represent stability and growth. Okay, but these cups, you're definitely going through some emotional shifts. Okay, and these emotional shifts, a little bit of it might be some unhappiness and sorrow. When I look at this Five of Cups, I get a sense of regret in the past. I feel like for some of you Pisces people, some of you might be really happy where you are, with a current relationship. And emotionally, I think you might feel as if everything's going okay, But then every once in a while, I feel that there's another relationship or another person that you lost, a person that maybe you and a partner are separated right now. And I get the feeling you're starting off November with the blues a little bit, thinking back in the past, thinking back to regrets. going back through old photos of relationships, if that makes any sense. And, I think that Pisces people with all this water, you've always been intuitive. You're even psychic, um, and emotional. You are definitely the kind of individuals who do carry that emotional undertow. If something happens in the past, it does stay with you. Emotionally, you love very hard, just like most water signs. You really have that strong emotional undercurrent. But at the same time, once again, I get that feeling that some of you, um, maybe you're holding on to something from the past, or someone, especially with the Six of Cups here, there's some issues from the past um, that are floating back into your emotional landscape here, your emotional atmosphere. So that's how I'm reading your Five of Cups. So as we go through the future, just know that the Six of Cups, it's closure on the past. This is reversed. Fond memories. You look back, and sometimes it does mean an ex-partner, ex-boyfriend or girlfriend coming back when this is not reversed. But it is reversed, and so I'm feeling like this is about closure on a past relationship, or closure with an ex-partner, which leads us to that Seven of Cups here. So, having said that, as I said, nothing but water and pentacles and three major arcana. Three water, three cards with cups, three cards with pentacles, and three cards with major arcana. And so, addressing the pentacles briefly, there's this sense of stability, work. I feel like you're going places, that you're not the same person you were early on in the year as far as the relationship. And so, when we move here to the past, Five of Cups, sorrow and regrets, we have this emperor, this authority figure, and he's looking towards you, right? He's looking like, why are you stuck here with this regret and this depression? And it always happens, especially if you're a Pisces, that you do get these moods. Sometimes you feel a little lost. Sometimes you feel, out of sorts. And you don't, you kind of just emotionally, you're just not feeling it. So this emperor is looking towards you, the authority, the person who keeps things in order. And it's almost as if the emperor is saying, get it together. And it's not anyone particular in your life, but I feel as if this emperor represents all the good things in your life, the relationships, the jobs, everything. And you're moving forward, and the emperor is sort of, you want to say, just leave me alone for a little bit. Let me think about this, where this relationship is going. And the emperor, which is all about structure, authority, ruling, is like, no, let's leave it behind. Let's move forward. And so that's when you come into that is when you come into this Eight of Pentacles here. This is about working and progress. And I almost feel when I look at this card that for some of you Pisces individuals, it's about rebuilding your life, trying to move forward, looking at, why am I and this person at the same place again? Sometimes it's not even about feeling regret about the past. I feel for some of you, it's about an apology. It's about a loss. Maybe for some of you it is a breakup. But now we get to this Eight of Pentacles, where the earth, the energy of the earth, and being grounded and stable and getting back to the real life issues, and just being able to move forward. comes, it's sort of pulling you away with the energy of the Emperor. But for some of you, this is about working on a relationship. That for some of you, this could quite possibly be an apology. Let's try again. And so this Emperor is all about, okay, let's resolve this, let's get back on track. And then we have the energy of the Eight of Pentacles, which is about being productive, moving forward, being devoted and committed. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here in the past. When we get here to the present, well, sort of like the present, this is all November and it's all in the future. So as we move forward here, the Chariot, we harness two forces, the subconscious and unconscious. But the energies of two people who are working on moving forward together. And keep in mind, this is following this Eight of Pentacles here. We're going to work on it. We're going to make it this time. And this Chariot is heading right into the changes of the wheel of the year, changing luck. And maybe it's you changing your luck. Sometimes the Chariot doesn't have to be about two people moving forward together. Sometimes it's about you reconciling your past and your present and saying, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to get to a new place, a better place. And so when the Chariot heads into this wheel of the year, we're heading into changes. We're going with the flow. We're letting go of the past, which kind of resonates here in the future with that Six of Cups reversed. And also this Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. Those two complement each other nicely because that Three of Pentacles, once again, you have, Pentacles are always about material wealth and career. But if you notice in a relationship reading, you'll notice that the people in the cards, they're studying, they're alone. They're trying to solve problems, they're studying. And the Three of Pentacles is about using your resources and building your own, how can I say it? Building your own stability, not depending on anyone else. At the same time, it's about success and hard work. So when I see this Eight of Pentacles and this Three of Pentacles working, trying to, maybe some of you Pisces people, it's inner work. It's sort of like with this Five of Cups, you had a lot of heartbreak and pain and you're recovering from that. And you're like, okay, I'm going to make it different this time. Okay, I'm never going back to being hurt and being a victim and having this person break my heart again. And so note the depiction of what the people are doing here. They're studying, they're alone, they're looking within to find their inner strength. But at the same time, when you get stronger, your relationships get stronger. So for some of you, it's not just you alone, but it's you getting yourself together for this relationship as well. And it could actually mean for some of you literal work, because I do know that, perhaps some of you, this relationship also involves a job and traveling. So when I look at these pentacles, yes, I do see this need for you and a partner working together, making progress, not making the same mistakes that you've made before. You have the energy of the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Wheel of the Year together, which is about getting structure, order, discipline. So far from the first 6 cards, the message that I'm getting here is this need to pull in the emotions, get stronger in the relationship, you and this person really trying together to work this out. So Yeah, I think it's interesting how pentacles are playing a role here. And with the Wheel of the Year, you do have this pentacle right in the center as well. So changes and shifts. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you and this person will go forward together. Sometimes it can mean that when you grow and change and you look at what happened, maybe someone cheated on you, and you're like, should I take this person back? That's when the pentacles come in and you have to reevaluate and look at what went wrong and look within yourself. Should I trust this person? Okay. But definitely sometimes just not emotionally getting overwhelmed and looking at the real practical side of the relationship and saying, this is what we need to do to go forward together. So when we move to your future, the Ten of Pentacles is reversed. And this is the card of prosperity and happiness. And, you know, stable family. So when this is in reverse, I don't necessarily see it as everything breaking down, but I do see, for some of you, I do see this issue of we're not where we need to be as far as a strong relationship, as far as living together, having a future together. We still need to work on this. For some of you, it might be a little bit more drastic. Some of you might actually be attached to someone with all this earth energy who's trying in the relationship, but they keep messing up. So, yeah, usually I do see this energy as Pisces between some of you with the water, and then some of you might be attached to someone with pentacles. But I also know that's not the case for everybody. Everybody's not necessarily attached to an earth sign. But I do see sort of like a little bit of dissatisfaction in a relationship. You're trying to make it work, and then you come to this obstacle here. And this is in your future. You might be trying to make it work now with a partner, or trying to reconcile with an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. In the future, you might still have a few obstacles here. Which leads me back to the Six of Cups, closure on the past. And some of you might decide that as far as making things work one more time with a partner, that you're done. For some of you, it could finally mean closing the door on an old relationship and moving forward with a new one, because what you have here is a Seven of Cups. This is the card of choice. What will you do? Will you leave this relationship in the past? This relationship that seems to be closing a door. Now you have new options. Now you seem to have, what are you going to do next? So for many of you Pisces, change. The wheels are turning. The Wheel of the Year is turning. But also your emotions need to sort of catch up with that change. And for those of you who are dealing with this opposite, not necessarily opposite energy, but with this earth energy where things move slow, where progress seems slow, and you're kind of like, let's go back to the drawing board, let's try to work this out. Yes, you might feel very frustrated, but I'm not necessarily feeling this as a deal breaker, if that makes any sense to you. So let me pull the outcome card. Okay. And then we have a Five of Wands. All of a sudden, fire. Conflict. A conflict with this choice, I feel. A conflict with the new direction you want in your life. This story for some of you. One story that I'm feeling is you've been trying to make it work with a new relationship. And For some of you, you might discover that you're in a rebound relationship and there are still issues of the past that you still haven't gotten closure on. But I also feel that this fire is bringing conflict because you are sort of, for some of you Pisces, it's limbo, in between. And then there's also the possibility that you're trying to make it work with these Pentacles energy here. And with this 10 of Pentacles going upside down and reversing, you're like, why aren't you getting a job? Why aren't you, some of you might be attached to partners who have issues that they're still not resolving in their lives. They're not making an effort to really be supportive in the relationship. I'm feeling some sort of disappointment here with that 10 of Pentacles reversed. That's going to be an undercurrent, especially with that 6 of Cups as well for you, where you guys, you Pisces people, are no longer sentimental. You're no longer willing to give someone a new chance. You're like, I'm going to look at my options here. For some of you, not all of you. So there's going to be some conflict here. There's going to be a little bit of fire energy now, where some of you are really going to come to a crossroads of, do I want to work on this, or do I still want to stay in this relationship because now I feel stuck? And so that's where I see these shifts with the Wheel of the Year and the Chariot and wanting to move forward to a better place in the relationships. And I'm pretty sure you'll get there. Sometimes we need the 5 of Wands. It's not as serious as a 5 of Swords, but sometimes this 5 of Wands does bring a needed conflict. It does bring a needed confrontation in order for you to move forward. So Pisces, that was my reading for November. And also my special reading for the month. As you know, I provide personal readings by video for $20. This month, you can actually get a personal reading for $15 for the month of November. So you might want to take advantage of that, okay? In personal readings, they don't necessarily have to be about romance. They can be about general life issues. I don't need names, I don't need signs, I don't need birth dates. Usually for personal readings, I just need your name, and I can just do the reading and look into what's going on in your life. So please consider that. So thank you guys so much for your comments. I'm always thankful for the comments where people say, I nailed it, you explained exactly what was going on. Thank you so much. It's always good to hear. To all my regulars, thank you. It's always wonderful to hear from you and read for you again. And I hope some of you new subscribers, quite a bit of you subscribe to my channel. If you're thinking about getting a reading, once again, try my personal reading. It's $15 for the month of November. So I hope to see you soon or hear from you soon. I wish you love and light. Be safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you again next month.